Well, this is my Lasius Niger colony, and it is now 30th of July 2013. It's a very warm day and there's not really much in the way of activity, but this is my aphid update. The thistles this year that I'd hoped to grow to allow aphids to colonise and to be farmed did not do very well at all, and have remained stunted throughout most of the growing season. Here you have the sweet nettle, which the ants love. They drink the nectar and then help themselves to the seeds from the pods and take the seeds into the nest. These are the nettles, somewhat faded now this time of the year, and without aphids, as the aphids have left the plant. I mentioned in my read up about the nasturtium, the Empress of India, I believe it was. Well, this year I've gone for the standard nasturtium species, and I'm going to see what happens with that. I did mention in my read up about the dock leaf, and I have here a rather withered specimen of dock leaf that has aphids on it, and you can see one of the ants actively farming. The plant itself is dying, and so the aphids aren't producing as much honeydew as they were originally, and so the ants are paying it less attention. Now I'm going to give my Nigers a little treat, and I remembered they're called Nigers. Down here, so we have some sugar water. I'm going to give them some now. Personally, I think they can smell the sugar. No, a hoverfly taking his life into his hands. Now, the variety of plants in here. The sweet nettles this year, like the thistles, did not grow very well. Now there's as I said, an immature nasturtium. This is the larger of the species. We have here what is considered a weed by many people. It's called the Lord's plant. We have a little succulent in there. I haven't got a clue what it's called. And that's basically it. don't know if you can see, but those there are pupa cases. I mark on the glass where they are, and tried to make it as wild as possible, adding grass cuttings as well, which I've done here. It tends to keep the moisture in the soil longer than just having it playing against the glass or above slate. And I put stones in and slate because the Nigers will leave their pupa under the stones. Obviously the stones pick up the heat, and this helps the pupa develop faster. You'll notice there are many forages of different sizes, which is either down to caste or availability of resources at the time of development. You would suppose that with less food the ants would be smaller. There we have another one of the Nigers. Tending his charges. Her charges, I should say. Now I've painted the glass on the exposed sides white to ensure that I reflect as much as of the sun's heat as possible. The bottom of the kit tank is my elderberry sapling. I'll take you around there now to show you. The ants themselves, if you take a closer look, have built up and encased the leaves of the elderberry in the medium that it grows in. And they seem to do this more when it's going to rain or after it's just rained. It's just a shame I hadn't got my crickets. Now for diet, the ants eat practically anything, and yesterday they overpowered a honeybee that came down to drink on the sugar water, and in less than 20 minutes the bee was dead. And as a rule, the live prey, well, I say live prey, the prey that they collect themselves is taken in there. Okay. In my next video I am going to feed them, and you can watch how they get on.